efficiency and mileage on the highway versus in urban city areas like this where you stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. In the highway, there's generally a longer duration of more speed that you travel before you stop and go, or you just go on a higher speed for a very long amount of time. And the thing with EVs on a highway, unlike your traditional petrol diesel car, is that these are actually less efficient on a highway at higher speeds than in the city. Like, you know, in a petrol diesel car, if it's giving you 7-8 kilometers a liter inside a city in urban areas, it'll give you suddenly like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 kilometers a liter on the highway. Yeah, that doesn't happen on an EV, unfortunately. If my car usually gives me about 9, 10, 11 kilometers a unit of electricity in Kathmandu. Like right now, it's 9 kilometers per kilowatt hour, so 9.1 kilometers is what it's traveling for every unit of electricity. But in the highway, it drops to about 6, 7, 5 if I'm going super fast. And there's really nothing you can do about it because the science behind the drivetrain of these EV cars is just that different. Highway driving is basically a steady speed for a long time, and there hypothetically isn't a lot of room for like stop and go. EV cars recuperate some energy, not a lot, on these braking points where when you brake, you capture the kinetic energy in the spinning wheels and then put it back into the battery. On the highway though, there isn't much of a room because you're just constantly going at a steady speed, and so as a result your highway efficiency really drops. Some examples I want to give you though is from my own experience of driving out of the valley, out of Kathmandu. I tend to get about 7-8 kilometers per kilowatt when I travel up to 50-60 kilometers per hour, and then above 65-70 is when I see like significant drops in range, basically in efficiency. There is a big drop after that, after I traveled 80 and above though, which is definitely something I am looking out. There was once a time where I was doing Biratnagar to Itari up north, and it was like 4 or 5 in the morning, so I could properly cruise around 70, 80, 90 or even 100 because there just wasn't a lot of traffic. And so that was my bad. I should have changed lanes earlier. And so as a result, when I was cruising around 90, 100, I remember my range efficiency being like 6 kilometers per unit of electricity, not more. And I was like, oh damn, that won't get me all the way to Bardibas, because I had to like come all the way to Bardibas. It did.